Hey guys, what you're looking at is our old grill that we got a year ago, and this is from Sam's Club, and you can see the member's mark here. And this is the stainless steel version, I guess, that's portable. So it did quite well, but as you can see, it's kind of worn out a year later, and it does still all work and everything, but I don't know if you guys can see under there, but the whole thing is collapsing. So either way, it's time for an upgrade. So we decided to get this grill here. It's also a portable, but this one is from Costco. So what's unique about this one is it has an aluminum cast top here. So I'm kind of curious how this one's going to survive. This one is a little bit more than that one. I think this one was right at 100, and this one is 30 or 140, something like that. So the company's called NexGrill. We got some pictures here of the features. So it is made out of aluminum, looks like, because it says cast aluminum lid, and I'm thinking maybe it's just the lid, not the whole thing. Then we got stainless steel burners, push ignition, so that's nice. Okay, and the bottom part here is cast iron, and also it does have a thermometer built in. And by the way, here are the dimensions, which is 15 inches tall, 28 inches wide, and 20 inches deep. So the box is a decent size. You can see the propane tank there, but it's not huge. Alright, so let's get this thing open. And judging by the top over here, it looks like we're gonna have some assembly required. So I guess they want us to read this stuff. Here's something interesting. It says KitchenAid brand. So I wonder if this company is by or has something to do with KitchenAid. Anyways, it does come with this manual here, but I'm sure we can figure this out. So it's packed pretty well. There's really nice hard corners on each side. So here we have a handle we'll have to put on. Looks like knobs. Typical styrofoam. And there we can see the grill. So it looks like it's pre-built. We just have to put the handles on and the knobs. So yeah, that looks like everything for the box. So it's plastic wrapped. Wow, check out that gauge. That thing's pretty big. It's actually quite nice looking. Nicer than I thought it was going to be. So it does have the hose that comes out of it for the propane connection. Go ahead and see what's under the lid here. Alright, so there's more stuff under here. And there's some foam here. Okay, so this is the probe for the temperature. Looks like here we have our feet, so we do have to assemble some stuff here. And then the platform itself here, it looks like it's in two pieces. So I'm guessing this is a cast iron or something, but this is the cast aluminum here, because this is very heavy. I doubt it that this is aluminum, but you never know, right? And so under that we have the stainless steel burners. So the tops here are stainless steel, the covers. That's nice. Hopefully they'll survive a little longer than a year. They seem pretty thick. So that's a good sign. And the burner itself is also stainless steel. We've got some foam here in the back. But yeah, it looks pretty good overall. I'm going to get these feet out and see if we can put them on here. Alright, so there's a few things in here. Looks like we got another stainless steel guard for something. Or maybe that's for the drip or something. Okay, this probably goes in here. There's a hole there that it covers. That's probably where it goes. Then we got a tray that looks like a drip tray that goes underneath, looks like. And then we got the two legs, and the legs are actually plastic, and that is totally okay with me. Well, actually these are legs and handles at the same time, so looks like this will connect to the side of it. And there are some bolts here that are included to assemble the two ends. You guys kind of can see where the bolts go right here. So these are all the bolts that are included. So we got 4 on each side for the feet. And then we got 2 of these smaller ones that are shiny, and these are actually for the lid here on the top. So there's a hole there and there where this handle will mount here. Now we will need to put the little washers in like this first. And here on the grill, we're just gonna go through the other side. You guys can see that. And so this bolt here will screw into there. All we gotta do is line it up, and that's it. So yeah, simple as that. The handle on the lid is on. Very nice. Alright, so for the next part, we're just going to grab one of our legs here, and we're going to line up these things that are sticking out right into here, into these holes, and it should line up perfectly. Then we're going to grab our bolts. And yeah, so one side's done. So here we're looking at the back, and we have this little, I guess, igniter match holder or whatever you want to call it. It nicely tucks around the back, so I'm probably not going to use that. This thing should have self-ignite. But if we look under here, we saw where we installed that little stainless steel panel there. But anything that drips from the bottom of the grill needs to go into this pan here, and that's where this thing lives, right here. So it kind of goes on the top and sits in there just like that. So, and then when you need to clean it out, you just pull it out. Yeah. And by the way, the hose goes into one of these legs where it kind of holds it. so that's kind of nice. But yeah guys, we're almost done. We need to put our platform back in and then put the knobs in. So let's go ahead and put these guys in. So when they're new, they always look good, but once they get used, they start to look terrible. Alright, so now we just need to put in the knobs, and they are pretty cheap plasticky knobs, but so it looks like it should just line up. And once it lines up, you just push it in there, and that's it. Same thing for the other one. I guess to use it, you push it in and then you turn it, and it makes a click, and that should ignite. Alright, so I took the old one out and I put the new one in, and it fits here where we keep, I guess, our grill for now. It does seem a little bit smaller than the older one, but that's okay. Still got a pretty nice area to cook, so I think it'll be more than enough. Now, one thing about the gauge, it's kind of weird because it's on the very top, so you kind of have to like look down at it. I guess it's good if it's laying down low on the floor. And it's not like you can't see it, you can still see it just fine, but no big deal. So let's go ahead and connect this to the propane. So it does come with a little cap. That's kind of interesting. I guess when you store it away, you can cap it. But yeah, the propane feeds from the back, which is nice because the old one was from the front. You can go ahead and connect it here, so it's pretty straightforward. Gonna tighten it up. Alright, so let's go ahead and open up the gas, and once we turn this, it should fire it up, but let's see what happens. So it is on and just can't see it, I guess. Well, you can kind of see it steaming a little bit. It's burning off, but yeah, it is on. And so when you first do it, it goes to the highest position, and then you can, you know, go down to the lowest. So I'm gonna go about medium for now. Let's do the other one here. Alright, so that one fired up also. So yeah, those igniters seem to work pretty good. So everything's warming up. So let's go ahead and close the lid, and I'll leave it about medium, and we're going to see if this temperature rises, and it looks like it is already. Look at that. So yeah, it's almost at 200. It's heating up pretty quick. I'm going to go ahead and turn it down all the way and get some stuff to put in here. Alright, so I got a few patties here that we can put in here. So it looks like it's about 350 and growing slowly, and this is the lowest heat on both of them. So I'm going to go ahead and open it. So it might be a good idea to clean this, but I don't know, it looks pretty clean to me, or at least wipe it down with something. So I'm going to go ahead and throw these patties on here. Throw one on this side, one on the other, and let's try one right in the middle, see how it cooks. So they are sizzling away, but we do need to close it so we can build some heat. So I went all out and put a bunch of other stuff on here. So we got the 3 patties, some fish here, and shrimp. So it's pretty much fully loaded at this point. I'm gonna close it up and let it cook. And I'll let you guys know, you know, if it's even and stuff, but I have a feeling it's gonna do pretty good. So I'm gonna go all the way down and then up just a little bit for a little more heat. But I usually like to cook my stuff slower. And the temperature seems to build pretty quick, so before I put that stuff in, it was actually over a 400. So it does heat up pretty well. Alright, so it's been about 5 minutes, and yeah, it's at 400, so it's heating up really good. Let's go ahead and open it up and see how it's going here. Alright, so everything's looking pretty good. I'm going to flip these around, see what they look like. Oh, look at that. Not bad. I'll probably need a little more, but that's okay. Okay, so if you guys can see that, we got a pretty big cold spot right here on this corner here, because we can see that it's cooked here, but not on the edge. So yeah, it's not perfect. There is a pretty big gap between the burner and this corner. That's probably the reason. Yeah, I mean, overall it's doing pretty good. So I guess for a portable grill, it's totally fine. Let's see the shrimp here. This should be the hottest area. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of cooking there. So yeah, towards the edges, it doesn't seem to be as hot as it is right in the middle. I guess if you have the lid closed, it should still do pretty good. But in any case, I'm going to continue cooking, and we'll see how it all turns out. So yeah, everything's cooking pretty good, and it's coming to an end here. A few more minutes. Give you guys a little bit of a closer up maybe. But yeah, everything turned out really good. I think it's a pretty good portable grill, and you know, that's what it's for. We're kind of using it more of a permanent stationary thing here, but it does have nice handles to grab it, carry it around, and it seems solid overall. And because this is aluminum, it's not very heavy to pick up. The gauge is nice and large, so you can see it quite easy. The igniters seem to work very well. Pretty solid little grill. So if you guys are interested in this grill, I'm gonna have some links in the description to check it out. And if you enjoyed this video, then hit that like button. If you want to see more things I do on this channel, then stay tuned. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.